This video is for all of my ladies. It doesn't matter if you are 20 or 80, this message still applies. I'm 45 and I wish I had learned these 7 things a lot sooner. My life would have changed for the better, but it's never too late to change your life. So I'm going to do my makeup as we talk in the car. I have all my makeup here. I'm not going to tell you what I'm using on camera, you guys. I'll just list everything below. I want to show you just the techniques while we talk. So the first thing that I did is I stopped saying yes to everything. And this one was so hard for me because I'm such a people pleaser, you all. The years I wasted in my 20s and 30s trying to make everyone happy. I said yes to everything. Yes to this party I didn't want to go to. Yes to seeing this family member that maybe I didn't like. Yes. You all, it stressed me out so bad because I was so overworked, I was tired, and I was trying to please everyone else. Looking back now after many therapy sessions and counseling, you think that you making other people happy is going to make yourself happy, but in return, all you're doing is stressing yourself out, because every time that you say yes to something, you're actually saying no to something that you would want to do for yourself. And that really hit me because I was like, well, damn, I'm already stressed out. You know, I want to do all these things. I want to travel. I want to have more time with my family. I can't do all those things. There's realistically only 24 hours in a day, like we all have. But every time you say yes to something, if you frame it as, I'm saying no to something else, so do I really want to do this thing, want to go on this work event or this party and be up till 10 o'clock at night? Like, I'm in my pajamas at 10 o'clock. I don't want to be out doing stuff. So you have to reframe it in your mind. Is it worth me doing this thing enough to have to say no to something else that I really want to do with my time? And most of the time, it's now. I know it's crazy. As soon as I started saying no to things, the people that I thought would be upset with me because I was trying to be a people pleaser, they weren't even upset. They're like, okay, see you at the next event. They didn't even care. I was caring more myself about what they thought versus what they actually thought, if that makes sense. That's the part that killed me. I was like, gosh, why wasn't I saying no more earlier? So I think we as women feel so much guilt and pressure to have to make everyone happy because we wear so many hats. We're a wife, we're a mom, we're a daughter. We got to take care of our aging parents. How is it even possible for us to do everything that we need in a day? Exercise, have time with this person, that person, work, have time for myself. Like, it's exhausting. We're barely surviving. So the more you can say no to, the better, because that leaves more time for the stuff that we actually do need to do, which is drinking enough water, Susan, I'm going to use Susan in this video, and going to the gym and having a spa night. Who is calling? I don't want to hear from them. Spam. It's always spam. Number 2. This is a big one. This is a hard one. I'm gonna get a little rear here. I gotta look in the rear view mirror here because I need to see how I'm doing this contour. I stopped chasing people who don't value me. And this happened a lot. Can I be real and have a little tea with you all? This happened to me a lot in the beauty space. I'm not trying to say this, you all, for brownie points. Please believe me. I'm just trying to use this as an illustration. For years, especially in the beginning of my career, you know, I had Makeup Geek, was really successful, and there was so many people that wanted to start their own brands or wanted advice on how to grow on social media. And I gave away that information so freely, was being friends with them, but they in return weren't being friends with me, if that makes sense. Like, they could care less on what was happening with me, wouldn't really text often and things like that until they needed something. So I didn't learn this lesson, honestly, until my 40s, you all, until I stopped and realized, I'm like, okay, why am I going out of my way and chasing people who don't value me? They value what information I can provide, what advice I can give, what type of success they think they can get from being around me, but they don't actually value me as a person. And I don't know why in my 20s and even my 30s, I didn't really see that because I kept assuming the best in everyone. And this is really sad to say, and I don't need to be pessimistic or anything like that, but not everyone's a good person. I said it. That was really hard for me to accept because I always believed, like, oh, there's good in everyone and everyone's a good person and we just make mistakes, which is true. A lot of people make mistakes. I make mistakes for sure. I'm not a perfect person. But there are genuinely not good people in the world who are users, abusers, takers, and things like that. And I had to realize that and accept that. Because if I kept looking through rose-colored glasses with everyone in my life, I realized that they were just using me, and I'm chasing someone who could care less if I exist or not. And has that made my friendship circle and my family circle really, really small? Hell yes, it has. But my life is so much more peaceful now because I know the people that I'm around are genuinely with me because they love me and not what I can provide or what I can do for them. And they actually value me more. So I feel like once I started putting those boundaries up, people started respecting me more, started valuing me more. And so if I did happen to, after a lot of trust and things like that, and give them information, they were so grateful for it. They never took advantage of of it. They said, you know, I'm so grateful for you. Is there anything I can help you with? Like, it's kind of a mutual give and take. And that was the other thing I had to learn, you all, was if you help other people, it's okay for it to be mutually beneficial. So I have relationships now, whether it be people that I work with or maybe are in business owners themselves, and they'll say straight up like, hey, do you have advice for this? And then I give them advice and I'm like, okay, can I help you with anything? It's very much like a reciprocal thing. And I was never used to that in the past because I was always just a giver, like give. And, you know, I really never expected anything in return other than just, you know, friendship or maybe just a little bit of gratitude, but I never expected them to do anything for me. So to have someone in my life now that's like truly, genuinely wants to help me in a way, I have to be able to accept that and receive that. I never used to receive that before because I almost felt guilty in a way, which is really weird. People feel closer to you and respect you more when they feel like, you know, genuine people, if they feel like they can offer you something too. It's a give and take between both sides. Okay, now this one you all are gonna laugh at me about, but it's really important. I stopped apologizing for existing. And I know you're like, that sounds really pathetic, Marlena. Okay, hear me out. I've had 2 counselors. My girl Deborah, I've seen for a long time. I hope she's watching this. Hi, Deborah. Deborah changed my life, y'all. She saved me. We'll do a story time someday about that, about how I am alive because of Deborah. But I had 2 different counselors tell me, stop saying sorry. Why are you saying sorry for just existing? And I don't know where that comes from. I think it's one of those, like, it comes across insecure. And my counselor straight up told me, she's like, Marlena, every time you say sorry for things that you don't need to say sorry for, people take your power away. And when she said that, I was kind of like, damn, okay. And it's true. If you're saying sorry all the time, sorry for bumping into someone, sorry I said something, I would say sorry all the time. And I really still have to catch myself on this one, you all. It's a severe problem. I'm genuinely working on this. And so what I've had to realize is like, okay, I'm giving my power away every time I say that. But also when I genuinely am sorry about something, it means less because I say it all the time for no reason versus saying it when I genuinely need to, like if I've done something effed up or something wrong, then of course, I should be saying sorry and it'll come across like I genuinely meant that because I'm not just throwing the word around all loosey-goosey, you know what I mean? And now what I'm learning, and again, this is a work in progress, is if I'm late, which I'm always late. My friend Amy knows. Hi, Amy. Hope you're watching this too. We just went out to brunch on Saturday and of course I'm late and she just knows. She knows she has to lie to me and tell me, you know, if we're supposed to have lunch at 11, tell me 10:30 and I will probably be there on time. I'm horrible with knowing what time passes. My brain just does not compute time properly like a normal human being. But I stopped saying sorry and I say, thank you so much for waiting for me. I appreciate your patience or something like that. But I just don't say sorry all the time. And if I run into someone or someone runs into me, this is the crazy part. Someone will run into me. I'd be like, I'm sorry. I'm like, why am I saying sorry? They bumped into me. If I bump into someone in the store or something, now I'll say, excuse me. Or if I feel like I look like a hot mess, like I would get on Zoom meetings and I'd say, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm not wearing makeup today. And then I'd start over explaining, I had a hard time getting my daughter out the door today, or I was tired. I had an asthma attack or something like that. Why do I have to give people so much information? Now I just stop before I get on a Zoom meeting and I say, thank you for seeing me as I am, as I work from home today. I appreciate you being here. I say something like that, but I don't say I'm sorry anymore. And when I tell you, it has completely transformed how people act with me, life-changing. This next one is a big one. I stopped treating my body like it was invincible. Okay. All my girls that are in your 20s and 30s, I need you to hear me out. Please take care of your body right now. Go to the gym, take your vitamins, get your water intake in, get some good sleep. In my 20s and 30s, because that's when I was building up my company, Makeup Geek, I was hustling like a mofo. I was working 60 to 80 hours a week. I was traveling all the time. I was spending a lot of sleepless nights. I wasn't getting enough sleep. I was working out for a while, but then when the company really took off, I stopped because I was like, well, I can't. I've got this to do and that to do. And I put myself dead last. And you know what happened now that I'm 45? My health has gone to utter garbage. I mean garbage, you all. I thought, this is no joke, I did not want to be on this earth, and I've talked about this in a previous video because I had horrible symptoms, I have a lot of health issues, and now when I go to the gym, I'm not as strong because I stopped working out for several years, so I lost muscle mass, and when you're in your 40s, it's really hard to get your muscle mass back. So if anyone's watching this and you're in your 20s and 30s, please take care of your body because it will not be healthy forever. And I noticed the biggest dip in how I feel when I was in my 40s. And I took my body so much to advantage when I was younger, then I'm paying for it massively now. So now I listen to my body. If I need to rest, I'll rest. And I don't even apologize to people. If I need to take a day off during the week, people are waiting on me for tasks, which happens every day. I just tell them, hey, I'm out today. I'm not feeling well. I'll get back to you tomorrow. I don't apologize. I don't say anything like that because my body, my health come first. If I don't have my health, I have absolutely nothing. So taking care of my body isn't just about, eating well and sleeping, which are all amazing, drinking your water. We all know all of this. It's about self-care too. It's about feeling good in your own body, which leads us to our sponsor for today's video, which is Lumi. You all know I love this brand. I've talked about them so many times on my channel. This is not staged, I swear, because I have my purse today. So I switch out my purses all the time. I got my little purse today. Too proud of me. Usually I have my big ass mom bag, but I got my little purse today. I always keep, I'm going to show you guys. Okay, I got a bunch of crap in here. I got tissues, nasal spray, some wet ones and stuff like that. But I also have the wipes from Lumi, and they're deodorant wipes. I keep these in here so when I'm running errands and things like that, I always like to keep my hoo-ha fresh. Ladies, we need to keep our hoo-ha fresh. You never know when you may need to see a doctor. You may get a little action. You want to keep it fresh because you just never know. So I always keep these in my purse to use throughout the day. But I also love Lumi because their deodorant smells so good. They're aluminum free. They're created by an actual OBGYN. They're meant to be used all over the body. So you don't have to use them just on the armpits. I'll show you. They have different formats too. So they have the stick deodorant, which is normal, which I'm going to put on now because I'm starting to feel a little sweaty. It's still kind of warm here in Colorado right now. So they have stick deodorants. They have the spray. My husband loves this one the most, the spray deodorant, because you literally can just, anywhere you go, just mist that sucker on. They also have the cream deodorant, which is amazing. So if you don't like stick deodorants and you want a cream, it applies like a lotion. You can put it anywhere. You can put it under the ladies. You can put it between your legs, which I do. So that smells fresh. So the cream is amazing too, but also the stick deodorant, my favorite's the Vanilla Bliss. It smells so good. So I'll keep this with me. They have little mini versions that I'll keep in my purse also. I don't have it with me today because I don't have my big old mom purse. Excuse me while I put on deodorant. It smells so good. It smells like vanilla. I'm wearing vanilla scents today. So I love them because they smell good. They're meant to last up to 72 hours. I have not personally tested this myself because I shower daily. However, they have done lots of research and studies and have shown that it keeps body odor away for up to 72 hours. So they are a sponsor for today's video, and they are giving you all a special deal just for my subscribers. They have their starter pack bundle is a great deal for new customers. It comes with a full-size stick deodorant, a cream deodorant, a spray, 2 free products like the wipes or a mini body wash, and free US shipping. And they're offering you all $5 off when you click on the link below and enter the code MarlenaS at checkout. That's a deal for over 40% off. So thank you, Lumi, for sponsoring today's video. The next thing I stopped doing, and this is a really important one, is I stopped rushing. Why was I rushing so much? Okay, real talk, you all. In the last 4 years since Makeup Geek closed, I was hustling like a mofo because I was stressing out. I have a family, a daughter. I had that business for close to 15 years. It was my lifeline. And when I lost it post-COVID, my whole world I felt was crumbling. And I was hustling so hard to get Marstay off the ground, which is my new brand. But I was hustling because I'm very hands-on with any business that I build. So I was learning fragrance formulations, and I was working on website ideas. I was working on packaging and how to market and all these different things. There's so much work that goes into building a business, but I was hustling at such a breakneck speed, you all. I was utterly miserable and grumpy. And it really started to, if I can be real with you all, it started to affect my relationship with my family, my daughter, and my husband, because I wasn't the happy person anymore. I was going at such a fast pace. I wasn't enjoying life. And next thing you knew, 3-4 years passed, and here we are now. I'm at 45, and I look at the last 3 years that could have been this amazing opportunity. Even though, yes, I lost Makeup Geek, and I was sad, I was struggling about that, but I was doing such cool things like learning how to formulate for perfume, studying raw materials, and getting to learn a whole new industry. It was so exciting and fun, and I didn't even enjoy it because I was going, damn phone, I told you they ring spam all the time. But I wasn't even enjoying my life at all because I was going at such a fast speed. So now this is hard for me, you all, because I've been a hustler. I've gone at a breakneck speed, honestly, since I was like 15 or 16 years old. But me slowing down now has made me enjoy more life, and I'm not so stressed out. I'm not so anxious. I enjoy life. I'm happier. You guys, when I tell you it changed my life, I'm trying not to get emotional on this one because this specifically really affected my life horribly because I was so miserable. And now that I slow down, like even when I do work, I have dedicated time where I focus on one task at a time. I don't try to multitask. I don't go at breakneck speed. And ironically, I get the same amount of work done with a little bit less time because I'm going slower and I'm more intentional. It's crazy. So if I could say anything, be intentionally slow. Drink your coffee slow. Eat your food slow. When you sit down at night to go to bed, don't just race into bed and hustle and things like that. Like wash your face slowly. Listen to some calming music. Just every aspect of your life, slow it down a little bit. And I promise you, you will still get the same amount of work done, but you'll be less stressed and chaotic like I've been. Now, this next one was I overcomplicated happiness. And I'm going to put on my lip liner, you guys. So hold on, give me a second. Let me try to put this on and look in the mirror here. Like it doesn't take you having to purchase a Mercedes car or something like that to be happy. I have to stop for a second and tell you this. I have to get up close to the camera. Okay. I have had massive success and millions in the bank, and I wasn't happy. When I was a teacher before Makeup Geek and I wasn't making crap per year, I was blissfully happy. Money buys you comfort, and yes, is it super important? Absolutely. But it doesn't in itself buy you happiness. The truest, happiest times of my life have come from the most simple things that money cannot buy. So I'm telling you, simplicity is the way to go for your happiness. Now, this one is super important, is I stopped thinking that it's too late. Okay, Susan, I'm going to pick on Susan. Susan, if you're watching this, honey, it is not too late. I don't care if you were 67 years old and you feel like you have to start a new career, or maybe you got divorced and you have to start dating again. It is never too late to start over, and it's never too late to have happiness that you want. Girl, I am 45 years old and I'm starting over in every aspect of my life except love. I still got my husband. I don't know why every time I say that in a video, everyone's like, oh my gosh, is she divorced again? I'm like, no. But every aspect of my life, I'm starting over. New business. I'm in a new state. I am a mom now when I wasn't a mom before with Makeup Geek. I'm starting over kind of in a new industry with fragrance in addition to beauty. I'm telling you, it's so exciting to get to start over, and it doesn't matter what age. So please stop thinking that once you start a certain age that your life is over. It is not over. Do you know that KFC started his empire when he was in his late 60s? Vera Wang, she started her empire when she was 45. Martha Stewart started late in life. Like all these highly successful people started later in life. So it is never too late, no matter what age you are. So I hope this video was fun for you guys. Let me know if you like this style of videos, me just chilling in the car with my dogs. Lexi and Bella, come here. Bella is so sweet. Do you see her in here in her little car seat like the princess that she is? Bella is the princess here that sits in her seat like this. And this one's my little protector dog, Lexi. Huh, Lexi? Stay happy and healthy like always, and I'll see you soon.